let's get a big drum roll for number one. We have Steve already.
Yep, that's me. I'm not a full-time software engineer, not a physician, just a person curious enough to ask a question and then go out and build it. And the question was, the patient's ready to go home, but is the home ready?
Now approaching San Francisco Station. Your connection to the
Spent the last 10 years in life science consulting. Strategy decks, analytics, data work. And then I left. Not because I knew what I wanted to build. I left because I did not know if I could build. And there was no way to find out from the inside. A day like this one is how I found out. I love San Francisco. Some of the best talent in the world assembled in one room on a random Saturday. Happens every other day here. And today, this room was the Future of Agentic AI in Healthcare conference hosted by Abridge, Anthropic and Lightspeed. The goal? Pick one healthcare use case, make it faster, smarter, or safer.
Thank you very much.
The first thing that I had to do was actually find the idea. Abridge, the ambient clinical AI documentation company, provided each team with a synthetic data set of 25 patient encounters. Rich data containing transcripts, clinical notes, after-visit summaries. Started exploring the data using Claude, trying to find anything that could either complement Abridge upstream or downstream. And that's when I found Monica. 76 years old, osteoporosis, just admitted to a skilled nursing facility, and about to be discharged in a week. Going through her discharge notes, I found a pattern that I found in other patients as well. They needed a formal pre-discharge assessment of their home setup prior to release. But how do you find that? How do you verify that? I think I found my idea. I spent the next hour just like refining the idea, going back and forth with Claude, trying to narrow down the scope, trying to have it actually like grill me and ask me questions that make me get more clarity on what I'm trying to like build here. This is where I finally landed. I was going to build an app that actually verifies whether the home is ready according to the discharge plan. It would bring together several technologies: Abridge for clinical context, ElevenLabs for the live voice agent that guides the caregiver through the assessment, an iPhone's camera and LiDAR sensor to capture additional details about the home. It will also record observations from the person conducting the visit, use those as inputs to generate an after-visit summary and compare the findings against clinical guidelines. The result would be a structured report that could flow back into Abridge, giving the clinical team a clearer picture of whether or not a patient's home is actually ready. It was time to start coding now. Handed this off to my favorite model, Fable 5, and it had a working app within 30 minutes. I think the beauty of actually going through the planning exercise, making sure that the model has everything that it needs to actually stitch together the different components. It knows that it's in a hackathon environment, it doesn't need to make production level decisions. It was really helpful. We spent the next hour or so going through all the bugs that were coming up, back and forth with the model in different Git trees. Then finally, I had a working prototype. The feeling of actually seeing all of this come together is amazing. Just had this idea 30 minutes ago, refined it, and I had something in front of me that was actually working. I mean, look at the floor plan that's creating live in front of the screen. It's recognizing the doorway, it's recognizing the backpack, it's recognizing the actual width of the doorway using the LiDAR system built into the iPad. It was amazing. Then I just spent the rest of my time practicing my pitch, pulling in clinicians that were on the floor there, getting their feedback in, making some minor adjustments, gave the first round interviews, and went through to the final. Here's the actual demo video from the final.
I'm Team Home Ready. Here is a patient, Monica Halpert, one of the synthetic patients provided to us from the Abridge dataset. A little bit about her. She's 76 years old. She just had a chronic episode. She has osteoporosis, trouble walking. She got admitted to a skilled nursing facility, and she's about to get discharged in the next week or so. Going through her discharge notes, one thing that really stood out is that she has to get like a formal discharge assessment done, mobility, medication, and mean management plans done, and also get a release on her home setup. She needs to discuss her home setup with her care team. Typically, what happens here is that they discuss it from memory, like, hey, how's your home? Do you have enough space to navigate a wheelchair? Is it easy to go to your bathroom? It's mostly memory-based or asking a family member for that. Memory may or may not serve them well. They don't know the exact measurements of their door, their bathroom door, if their wheelchair actually goes in or not. There are other services where people go to your home, providers actually go to your home, do a home assessment, and come back. But they don't have the rich context that Abridge has in their clinical notes to actually make the right assessment when they actually go to their homes. That's where Home Ready comes in. An Abridge portal sort of ready with home, enabled with Home Ready, automatically triages all of the patients in your data set. It triggers a Home Ready assessment for any patient that is high risk. It reaches out to their home care team. So in this case, I'm reaching out to Monica's husband through a secure channel, triggered through Abridge, saying that, hey, can you go in, complete this quick home assessment just using your iPhone. So Home Ready is basically an iPad app.
This is Riley from Monica's care team. I will walk the apartment with you and make sure everything is ready for her to come home Friday. Ready when you are. Let us start at the front door.
So it's actually running through a three-step sort of perception process here. It monitors different objects within the room.
Hi, this is Riley from Monica's care team.
Using Apple's vision system to actually monitor all the different sort of room plans within the room. So it creates a live room plan. And thirdly, I'm also taking vision snapshots and sending them to Claude's vision model. And it's doing live sort of analysis of those things to do a guided walkthrough of their entire home. And once the assessment is done, it actually sends back an actual care report highlighting any sort of major hazards, whether or not they have a guardrail within their bathroom, whether the door is wide enough for their wheelchairs to come in. And the actual care coordinator can then take a stab at either correcting the discharge plan or adjusting it for their home situation. So this actually would help in reducing the risk of readmissions, would help in reducing any other sort of back and forth within the care team, so the care team can be a little bit more proactive with anything that they need to change based on their home situation.
Awesome. Thank you, Team Home Ready.
My biggest takeaway from the event is that building is getting easier, but choosing the right problems still matters the most. It was great seeing the collaboration in the room. More than 30% clinicians working directly with builders, and that's honestly how technology should be built. Special shout out to Mihal and Chase from the Abridge team, everyone else that I met there, from Anthropic, Cerebral Valley, and Lightspeed, and the other team members. I'm still learning, still building. More on that soon.